is it you pray for?
Okay, so I promise you we're here. I thought I hit the thing, and apparently I didn't. There we go. Greetings, salutations, and welcome to the 78th episode of the wonderful Friday show, Abyssal Musings. My name is Sammy Lee Infamous, and with me is my partner and co-host, Lawrence Knight. How you doing, man?
What's going on, everybody? All two of you.
It is what it is. It doesn't count all of the views from
All one
the
of you.
different spaces, but yeah, it's it you know there's people in the chats somewhere, maybe.
Yeah, two of them
who we
are
will be
us.
saying hi to. Yeah,
Hey,
who we will
Beaky.
be saying hi to here shortly. Um, but anyway, yeah. So there might be some issues technically too that have nothing to do with my shitty internet. Apparently, there's a class 4 or G4 magnetic geostorm in the upper atmosphere caused by sun flares that are supposed to be causing some pretty spectacular and wide-reaching aurora borealis tonight and through tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. I guess we'll probably be talking a little bit more about that tomorrow too. But it's just it's also known for fucking up equipment and electronic and radio signals. So hopefully we get through this okay.
Yeah, so basically it's nature's EMP, so to speak. Just not as effective.
Yeah, essentially.
Thankfully.
Yeah. So hopefully it doesn't jack with the show too much. But if it does, apologies, but I can't do anything about cosmic occurrence. So yeah, wish I could. Would that I could. So
well,
anyway,
you're supposed to be
otherwise,
you're supposed to be a space entity, so you probably can do something. Hell, you're probably causing it.
I live in it, dude. I don't make it.
Yeah, whatever.
So, but anywho, it's great to be back. It's great to be back online with y'all. We're gonna say hello to the chat in just a moment. I've got too many things in my hands right now. All right, here we go. All right, Kohai, who I believe is going to be out taking some pictures for us. She'll be posting those on Twitter later.
And it's good that she's not here, and I'll explain why in a bit.
I will probably be sharing said photos tomorrow, and actually in between here and Beelzebub, I'm gonna try and get them myself, assuming that we can see anything from here. But yeah, so glad you stopped by though. We also have Zillage. Yep, it's true. Supposed to be hitting most of the northern hemisphere and part of the southern. I think they're supposed to see some shit as far north as like Caracas in the southern hemisphere. So yeah, it should be interesting. Pretty intense storm. Andy Pickles.
Picklehead.
I don't know why you gotta. We got Beak. Good to see you. I don't know why that's fucking thing. It shouldn't even have the volume on. And yeah, that's what I see in the chat so far. Thank you guys for being here.
Zillage.
For those that
Yeah,
I mentioned Zillage.
I'm just mentioning Zillage because I didn't say hello. Zillage, Beak, what's going on?
Okay. Yeah, but for the rest of you out there who may or may not be listening and all that, if you drop a like drop a like, do that too. Help out the channel, whatever. But if you drop a comment, whether it be on Rumble, Twix, or YouTube, I will bring it up on the screen if I don't directly verbally acknowledge you. So just know that we do see you, and we're glad you're here. It's been a weird week, man.
Has it now?
Yeah. It's been a weird week. A lot of random stuff about half the people I know in real life are going through some tremendous changes, and not all of them good. And yeah, it's been weird. Plus, we got flooded on Monday. There was a flood in my town on Monday. It was minor, but it washed a couple of streets out. just dumped a bunch of rain on us. It was drizzly all week, and now it's hot. It's like 60 degrees outside, and the sun's gone down, which is unusual. Yeah. Well, it's not unusual for this time of year. It's just it should have happened sooner.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
The hell are you talking about? My internet dropped, and I didn't hear a flipping thing you said until probably about 20 seconds ago.
Well, hopefully chat heard me because I've been rambling on for about 3 minutes straight.
I've got two windows up, so I'm seeing the chat moving. It's just you started I didn't catch anything right up to the point. It was right up to the point where you started talking about, you said, man, it's been a bad week, and then bloop. Of course you did, picklehead.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
We heard you.
No, I was just talking about the weather and the crazy shit that's going on with people I know, and without into specifics because a lot of it's not my information to share, but
Mhm.
everybody seems to be going through it right now, which is
Yeah.
strange and unfortunate.
Hey,
Hey,
remember
Bernie, good
this?
to see you, my man.
Remember that?
Yeah, I remember how she indirectly threatened to cut your balls off for that picture too.
she's I don't care about how many puppy cat faces you do. She's lucky I didn't show her the one with the cat giving her the middle finger. Now I was like, man, if I do that, that's gonna end bad.
Hold up, did you say puppy cat?
She said, what did she say? I don't care about how many puppy dog eyes you do. I'm not forgiving you, or something like that. But I was like,
Oh,
wait,
right.
puppy dog. But I must have said puppy cat.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell is a puppy cat? Yeah, yeah. She's not particularly happy with anything that makes her look silly. I don't know. It's price pay of being on the internet. So,
Exactly.
but yeah, it's been strange. I don't know. I have been trying not to get as involved on Twitter lately. I've been failing. I've been trying, but I've been failing to maybe not say so many snarky things or anything like that. you know, um,
Uh,
except in the private chats, but that doesn't count. What's with Andy? I apologize for my partner.
Apologize for what?
I mean, I could do one worse. I guess I've got a pickle avatar too.
Oh yeah, let's
What's the
see
worst of that?
it. Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
let's see if I can one up you.
All right, all right. Yeah, yeah. I can't help it, Bernie. It's like digital visual crack. I hate myself for doing it, and I can't put the stupid phone down.
I mean, you can't put the phone down.
It's like it's a compulsion. Yeah. So if I sound a little more gravelly than usual, by the way, that's because I've apparently been chain smoking more than usual. So it is
Have you
what it is.
been?
I guess I don't know. It sure as hell feels like it. I haven't really been keeping track, but yeah, possibly. Uh, Capitano, good to see you, man. So yeah. Oh, you've got a boatload of pickle avatars now.
Oh, that's not even the last one. This isn't the last one. Yeah, I've got more.
Yeah. You're gonna have to show those to Melee K.
Oh man. Oh no. Well, this one, I guarantee you, that's copyrighted. That's from Rick and Morty. That's Rick. He got turned into a pickle or a cucumber.
92, huh? You got to admit, Andy, that what's the pickle is pretty fucking funny. I mean, from a dad joke perspective, it's pretty hilarious.
Well, this one at least he'll appreciate, much to my chagrin. But I couldn't find. I mean, there was worse ones out there, but in the background it actually says it's Pickle Man.
Hey, Beak, you'll have to let me know if the sound is shaky or too low. I'll try to fix that. So it should be. Let me check my StreamYard settings for audio because I haven't changed anything with my microphone. Let's try. Try that. How's that? Is that better?
I mean, I heard you just fine. So
Okay. So chat, let me know if that's better or worse. It should be better. You also shouldn't be hearing my neighbor playing Call of Duty at top volume. So okay, good,
yeah.
good. I was wondering about that. I've been on a few lately where when I've played him back, like on Devil Streams a couple of times, my volume has always seemed a little lower on playback, but I just figured that was a mixing thing. I don't know. So okay, you guys are saying better. Okay, yeah. Fantastic. No, that wasn't the volume issue. That was just the internet being stupid. So, or StreamYards
it
rather.
cut back. It's fine now. But as for tonight, now that you guys really start trickling in, because I knew you were about to say, "What do we have tonight, buddy?" Well, guys, tonight is not officially a game night either. However, we do have two quizzes that I found because I wanted to take a break for the from the cryptids for a bit. I don't want to feel every week because I thought about it. I was like, you know what? Even though we've got that map of every cryptid in the world, if we spam it too much, it can get old. And somewhere around the fall, we just might run. Well, let's face it. I mean, we're not going to really run out of material, but what?
No, we're not going to run out of anytime soon. There's a lot of stuff to talk about. So.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff, but you know, I want to break it up a little bit too. And so I was like, you know what? Let's do let's have a cool night, have some infamous news. This weekend it's not you don't worry, guys, it's not crazy. People have kind of come to their senses a little bit, but we've got two quizzes tonight, and it's a good thing that no Zillage Kohai is not here. Kohai says she was going to be outside taking photos of the sky, so everybody actually has a fair chance to get everything wrong. But one quiz is a historical quiz, and so it's timed. And I was actually hoping that Kohai would be here for that one because I don't know, Sam. I don't know if you and I are going to get that. It's 15 minutes, and I think you have to name the survivors of several horror movies like Friday the 13th and stuff like that. You have to name all the survivors for
Shit,
each.
Nobody remembers them. Nobody remembers them except for full. You know, most of the time, most of the rest of them, like you remember the killer, obviously, but that's who the movie's about, really.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
the final girls and shit. Yeah, there's only like I can only think of. Yeah, I can only think of like 4 off the top of my head.
Yeah, there's a couple out there,
and they're all from different movies.
Well, since Aaron is good at doing horror movie trailers, let's hope that she can remember something.
Hey,
Lou, you came in and there's nothing crazy going on. Lou's luck is changing. How long did that take, Sam? Almost 2 years.
Yeah. Well, yeah, give or take. Yeah, but you're 2 for 2. You came in last week and we weren't talking about anything degenerate until Devil piped up. So yeah, but yeah, sounds good. Sounds good, my man. Yeah.
All right.
Are you okay?
Sorry, guys. I made the mistake of chewing on some peanuts. Hold on a second. Give me a minute.
Well, while he is masticating, uh, about them Red Sox, I don't know. I don't know from baseball. Baseball is not really my thing. It is America's pastime, but I find it boring as hell, to be perfectly honest. Although if I had to pick a team, it'd be probably the St. Louis Cardinals because that was my dad's team. But otherwise, yeah, I don't know the first fucking thing
Lou,
about baseball. So
Lou, don't be nice to that pickle.
she's nice to
Don't give him no.
everybody.
She can be nice to everybody except for that pickle. She's all putting hearts up there and stuff like that. He's a pickle. He should be
I thought
in.
you were chewing peanuts.
I stopped when I stopped when I saw her putting a heart by Andy Pickle's name. Almost choked on the doggone peanuts I was eating. So, not into any sports myself. That gives me a reason to love all sports then. Andy. Anyway, let's get things started. So, you remember Fire Festival, right?
I remember hearing about it. I didn't pay attention to it at the time. I heard about it years later.
Oh Lord,
from you.
Okay, we're gonna have to. You know what? We're gonna have to do a. What?
We don't need to do a recap. We don't need to do a redo.
If you let me finish, I wasn't gonna do that tonight. I was gonna say we should do a recap at some point. You know, I'm gonna try to find an update to see what the guy's doing. But no, tonight's not that night. But where I'm going with this is some ladies went to a conference. Excuse me. And the conference, it was on books, you know. So the old fashioned thing, you know, you pre-order books. And it was a big conference. And I think like 200 women signed up for it, and they all went there and they pre-ordered books that were hard to find and whatnot. And so the lines were long. There was no security. So you know where I'm going at with this. It was called the Fire Festival of Books, right? So what ended up happening is, what do you do? What happens when you get a bunch of women in one place, stand them in line for hours with no security? Then you wait hours to tell them that, hey, the books that you pre-ordered, yeah, they're missing. Right? Well, that's exactly what happened. Here are the women, here are the ladies, right? And of course, it was in Colorado, it was in Denver. I'm sure if you look close to the ground, you might even see Gal around there somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah, she's hiding behind the leg of that little table there,
or behind this lady's foot right here. anyway, so all these ladies are standing in line. They're waiting to get their pre-ordered books. There's no security. And it even says here the conference was spoiled by hours-long lines, a lack of security, and missing pre-ordered books, according to published reports and social media posts. Right. So what happens? All we did was stand in line. It was total BS. Self-described RTD survivor Kelly Mayer told the Denver Post, calling the event the Fire Festival of Books. This poor lady right here, she's standing in line. Everything breaks off, right? All of a sudden, for you Street Fighter fans out there, she catches a dragon uppercut right in the eye, and all hell breaks loose. You got 200 angry women in there brawling inside the conference center.
It looks like it cracked her eye socket pretty good.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and because after they gave her a black eye and she fell, her head hit the concrete. So
Nothing like
they're
a double
saying
concussion to make your weekend, right?
exactly, and they're saying that the fight was so bad that people who got their tickets for next year's event have already canceled. They've already canceled. The disaster was reportedly so bad that Readers Take Denver has already canceled its plans for a 2025 event. So the people who put it together have already canceled the event. It was that bad. I wish I was there to see it.
Hmm.
So of course,
Luke Hasley's got a question here. Luke Hasley's got a
okay.
question here. What was the percentage of women versus men who created the chaos?
Well, it was mostly. Let's go back to the photo. So there's a couple of guys there, but you could tell from this photo, overwhelmingly it's women. Overwhelmingly, it's women. The one guy you see there was probably dragged there by his girlfriend or his wife, which means
He's
he
probably
probably,
holding their purse.
yeah, he probably thought it was safer for him, to go. In fact, his girl is probably the one. Is probably the one that went Ken and Ryu on this lady, and and sent her rocketing into the heavens. So, but
Yeah.
as I was reading, as I was scrolling down, so this is the lady. I think this is the lady this is the lady that organized the event. She had no security. Now, why were these people angry? Look how much they paid. Between $300 and $375 to participate in the packed conference, which boasted meet and greets, panels, book signings, and even movie screenings on the impression that they wouldn't have to wait in lines. So yeah, you charge $300 and then you make people wait an hours long line. And then if I'm not mistaken, when I scrolled down and read a few hours ago, was that people who were supposed to be there for the signings, some people didn't even show up. They canceled. So yeah, see, there was a myriad of issues with the venue, which caused lengthy registration lines, but claimed there was no other serious backups. Boy. Yeah. Everything it just says that this is almost like that Willy Wonka thing where the parents showed up and there was nothing. There was hardly anything there. It was a warehouse with a couple of obstacles, and that was it. And somebody ran off with the money. But yeah,
Yes.
there's another photo. Like I said, as you can see, overwhelmingly it's women. There's one unhappy guy right there. So I wonder if that's the same guy that was at the window. But yeah.
No, the other guy was there.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, he was. Another TikToker says she was also verbally assaulted up by staff members while suffering a medical emergency at the conference. I was having a hypoglycemic moment. That's bad. That saps all your energy, folks. For those of you who don't know what that does, and was screamed at by staff to get the F up off the floor. She alleged there were so many horrific experiences between readers, vendors, authors, PAs, volunteers alike. This was not just a breakdown in communication. It was a systemic issue with this program. Renee Jones acknowledged the reports of violence, which she called bumpy bumps, but emphasized that the aggression was under control, according to the email obtained by the Denver Post. In the case that someone has claimed a volunteer put hands on someone, I got security involved immediately. What security? She also seemingly dispelled rumors of the chaos by sharing that many people brought her to tears with their praise for the event. How much did you pay them? Next year's event has already been canceled, with Renee Jones saying dozens of authors pulled out over safety issues raised by the sweeping social media uproar. All subsequent charges for payment plans have thus been suspended and your ticket has been canceled, RTD said in his website. So yeah, what were you going to say?
Yeah. Number one, first thing, I've been in mosh pits that are less violent than that. And number two, I got two people in chat asking, what was this for? What were they like? Were they just this was a charity kind of thing?
No, it was a book conference. It was just a conference about
Mm.
books. Let's see. Let's scroll
Huh.
all the way back up to the
So
top.
just people who like to read showing up to a conference.
Yeah,
It's interesting.
a book lovers conference in Colorado. Yeah.
That's pretty usually when you get something like this, because there are like conventions and stuff that happen with like favorite books or authors, or like genres or that kind of thing, but it's not usually generally just books.
No. Remember
So
they said there was authors, games, and even there was supposed to be movies available too.
yeah. So I don't know. It still seems a little bit strange to me, but yeah, I mean, these ladies, they're
You're a
just
book
like, oh,
reader.
hey, they're doing. Yeah, I'm a book reader too, but I'm not going to go to a fucking convention for it. Yeah.
Now wait a minute. I was getting ready to move on, and then you said this is totally something you will go to. Here's why.
No.
We all
No.
know you're a bookworm. Look at the ratio of women. That's fresh meat for you. That's enough. That's enough for just about all of your tentacles.
We already know that those women are violent as shit. I'm not getting anywhere near that.
But that's your type, Mr. S
It's
and
really
M.
not. Oh no, that's not a thing for me. I put down the chains and restraints and whips and shit years ago. I don't do that shit anymore. So
Sure you did, senpai.
yeah, years ago. So, but
Sure you
yeah,
did.
it's just a thing, But no, that's that. None of those women are my type anyway. I mean, maybe if I'd been drinking and nobody else was biting,
Oh, this one ain't your
but
type right here. There's a redhead right there. That's dang sure your type.
it's not every redhead on earth, dude. Jesus. Like I do
Well,
have some standards.
you said all redheads don't have souls, and you like to put the soul in them.
Yeah.
It's Carrie's type right here. Hey,
I
there's Gal. Actually, I think she's too tall too.
yeah.
I'm
Also, her
looking at
hair's
her in
not green.
comparison to every.
Also, her hair's not green.
Well, she's wearing a wig. She's the
She looks like
undercover
Mrs. Kool-Aid.
anti-liberal.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's true. And when they're not natural red, like when you can't tell if they're natural redheads or not, which is honestly, it's not that difficult because you can usually tell a red dye job, even if it's done well. It's just always just a little bit off from natural. But even if you couldn't tell, yeah, there's a mystery to be unraveled there, and there's only one way to do it. So you're right.
Yeah. Now this next one. Hold on. Let me get this. This next one is a bit more serious, and I think this is something, Sam, that you'll enjoy. Inside Costa Rica's cave of death, which kills all that enters.
Hey,
So
Clifton.
apparently,
Good to see you.
hey, it's Clipton. But apparently, now I intentionally did not read through this, right? But because the headline grabbed me, and I was like, okay, this is definitely something that, all humor aside, this is definitely something that Sam's gonna want to talk about. And it's even got me curious. People intentionally going into this cave knowing that nobody's ever come out alive. So let's see. Let's find out why. Okay, that was loud as hell.
Is it snakes? Like,
Um, eerie footage going viral on YouTube shows a fiery torch getting snuffed out within seconds after it's placed inside Costa Rica's mysterious cave of death. So I guess for whatever reason, I guess it's
Lack of
not.
oxygen.
Yeah, so people are going in there and stuff. But I mean, that's a trip though. I mean, right at the entrance. I mean, there's freaking air right there. The Cueva de la Muerte. Where's
It's
Linus
not
when
that
you need?
big. Jesus.
Where's Linus when you need it?
Cueva de la
Why?
Muerte.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, we
I
don't need
can
her.
I
So it measures
read
six.
that.
Okay, measuring 6.5 feet deep. So it's literally your height and nearly 10 feet long. Kills any creature that enters it. Now I'm sure as we scroll down in the article, we're probably going to find out why. According to Belgium-based explorer Guy van Rentergem, who filmed the bizarre site several years ago, the reason is because the cave contains deadly amounts of carbon dioxide. That'll do it. So you're basically it's suffocating you. It's like turning your car on in your garage with the garage door closed. Okay.
Yeah, because a fire will burn with as long as there's any oxygen to consume. So I'm assuming that there is no oxygen in it.
Right. While it's unclear exactly what produces the gas, Van Rentergem says it is of volcanic origin. Okay.
That's
So
interesting.
a 2022 study found that natural caves are particularly prone to hazardous CO2 accumulations produced by the Earth's geological process. Now, this is research worthy. You might have to really look into this. You might seriously have to look into this. While humans are luckily too small to fit in the gaseous cavern, snakes, birds, and rodents often fall victim to the innocent seeming cave. Well, shoot, Gal can fit in there, so I don't know what they're talking about.
Wait. Oh, okay. Never mind. I gotcha. Wait, it says while humans are luckily too small to fit
What
in.
is that? It looks like a cross between a rabbit
That doesn't
and
make
a
any sense.
mouse.
Oh, it's a kangaroo mouse. They're desert creatures. They're essentially just mice, but they're adapted to like hop instead of run because the sands are hot. Sidewinders eat them.
Okay, I had froze again. Everything went black. I'm like, oh crap. Okay, so let's see. So we know how big the hole is, accompanied by warning signs of skulls and crossbones, right? So we know about the snakes, the birds, everything going in there. This is a very small cave, but it's unusual in that there's a substantial seep of carbon dioxide gas coming. So I'm wondering, yeah, I mean, of course it's coming down from the earth, but I'm wondering, is that area, I mean, how can I say this? I mean, there's no volcano right there, so I guess it's going deep enough that it's getting to a certain point underneath the earth, enough for that gas to get out. Not even the blob wouldn't stand a chance under those.
I mean, it sounds like it's not even that big. It's just sort of like a pocket of CO2, right? If you get enough, CO2 is relatively heavy, and it will push. It will displace oxygen. So I don't know. But and it might have maybe at one time, if it's volcanic in origin, maybe at one time it was connected to a larger system of caves that has since sealed itself off with like magma flow or something. That's entirely possible too. But yeah, that's wild though. It's just like it's like a little pocket of death. I bet plants would do really well in there.
You think so? Yeah. Well, yeah. I
Well,
mean, shoot, because they eat CO2, right?
Yep. They breathe CO2 the same way we breathe oxygen. So yeah, anyone wants to have to go to another planet doesn't have O2. To be fair, Andy, I kind of want to go to, but it because it's about the adventure. But yeah, you're right. It's there's not much of anything on Mars. Their atmosphere is nominal. Barely there. So
You think so?
yeah, I do. It's there. It has one, but it's very thin. So, and it's not. I don't think that it's made up of anything we can breathe, and even if it was, it wouldn't be. There wouldn't be enough of it. It's like being at very, very, very high altitude. The air gets really, really thin.
Now, here's something for you, and this is going completely another way. I don't know if Lou is still in the chat or not. I don't know if she's still there, but apparently, some experts have discovered how to find out if a woman is a psychopath. Now, Sam, I'm sure you'd know because they're usually your type. But let's
That's not true. You get one crazy bitch throws a toaster at your head after coitus, and they're all of a sudden my type.
you and Carrie, you and Carrie. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's right, Lou. Let's see what let's see what they've got to say.
Hello, sir.
Okay, that's how to spot a psycho. It's not as easy as watching Silence of the Lambs. Now, you're not. I hope you're not gonna. Are you gonna get a copyright strike for this?
I shouldn't, because this is part of something else. But yeah, as long as we, transformative it, we should be within the bounds of fair use.
Good. See, using an automated detection algorithm, researchers found women who keep their heads still were more likely to have psychopathic traits. Now, I I don't know if I agree with that. I mean, couldn't it just be that the women that they were researching and talking to were just paying attention to what they were saying? You know,
Mhm.
psychopathic behavior includes manipulation, pathological lying, impulsive behavior, and a lack of remorse. Isn't that sociopathic behavior too?
Well, a
I
lack
guess.
of remorse is common to both. Psychopaths tend to be more impulsive than sociopaths do because sociopaths are very driven, ambitious people typically. And so they
Right,
will do whatever it takes to achieve their goal, including being patient. Psychopaths do not.
right. They've got to
Mhm.
get the killing done right then and there. Anyway, uh,
Well, they aren't
the
all
new
killers either. But yeah.
the new results match previous studies on male psychopaths who found that they had a much more fixed and focused head position. Okay.
Hmm.
Experts suspect. Why is this photo of Sharon Osbourne keep popping up? Experts
I
suspect.
mean, like, we're talking about psychopaths. Anyway,
Yeah. Experts
you cut out there,
language
man.
is a tactic used by psychopaths to hide potential clues about their. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Experts suspect stationary body language is a tactic used by psychopaths to hide potential clues about their sinister motives. Uh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. What say
I
you?
look.
see, look,
Well,
you're tight. You're tight,
I like them pretty. Thank you very much.
dude. After a few shots of whiskey, she could look normal.
Yeah, well, after a few shots of whiskey, my hand does just fine too. So
Yo, so you say you put a red wig on your hand
sometimes
and some red lipstick on your thumbnail?
it'd be like Cartman with that Consuelo puppet thing he did with his hands. Like
Oh boy.
I forget what he says. Like it's taco time. Uh, anyway, but no, this I find a lot of the studies that come out regarding any kind of psychology to be suspect. And I don't mean that there isn't anything to any of it. I have known too many people in that field, and some of them tend to be batshit liars themselves. And it's you can never tell. Like you spend too much time around crazy, and there is a tangible feeling to it. Like you can feel it all, emanating off a person, and it can, act in a almost contagious way. So, like half the people in these fields are crazy themselves, you know, and I've always felt that we actually don't know anywhere near as much about how the mind works as the psychological and psychiatric professions would tell you that we do. I think that honestly, they just want to sound like they know more than they actually do. I really do believe that. And so I don't know how much stock I put in any given thing that talks about this stuff, particularly because they keep changing the names of known terms and stuff, and then changing the parameters and this and that and this and that. I mean, we're all on the fucking spectrum now, according to these people. So, you know, I don't know. There might be something to this, but this kind of smacks a little bit of what phrenology is.
No.
It's what they used to do with calipers back in the day, where they measured your skull to see if you were a crazy person or a thief or or whatever. Like they'd take these big old calipers and they just like measure various points in your skull, and then they describe your whole personality to you. It was usually bullshit, is all I'm saying. And this kind of smacks of phrenology, like new age phrenology.
Well, I think this is too. I mean, come on, using an automated detection algorithm. I mean, come on, dude. You could say, I mean, you could tell this. They could have told this woman they turn on weird lights to make her look sinister, and tell her to look at the camera, don't move, stay still. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna go on 58, and then so we've got this algorithm. Look at this lady. She's nuts.
Look at her eyes, dude. Of course she's nuts.
Gal's
She's
lost her
looking at
mind.
you and she's like, you're handsome, but you'd look so much better with your skin on the floor.
Or
That's what she's seeing.
or in a freezer like her hero.
Right?
Those black butt cheeks don't go bad. You put them in the freezer, you got food all the way until next spring.
Yeah. I don't ever want you to leave me, so I'm gonna make a coat out of you, kind of thing.
A sleeveless one.
Now, Shadow, that is not true. It's not true. I don't know why you insist on saying shit like that. There are plenty of sane women. There's a lot of crazy ones too. I will give you that. And it is hard to tell the difference sometimes. But that whole she's a female, of course she's not. That's not true, and it.
Shadow, that's gonna get you in a situation. Man.
I mean, if you want to stay a virgin forever and unmarried and with no children, you go ahead and keep saying shit like that. But
yeah. You go right ahead. Might even get him introduced into a Ford F-150 or something. But yeah. So they're saying here we utilize an automated technique to detect, extract, and analyze head position and dynamics in relation to psychopathic traits in a sample of incarcerated women. So you're going to judge potentially a whole populace of women based off of a couple of nut bags in a prison. Okay. Yeah. For their findings, analysts assessed the nonverbal tendencies of 213 female inmates. That doesn't mean that they're all nuts. And besides, they're in freaking prison. I mean, just being locked up like that, of course, that's going to do something to you psychologically. It would do something to anybody. 23 and 1 lockdown. I mean, come on, those people, they're being treated like animals in there.
Mm-hmm. Not to mention what they do to each other in open pop.
Yeah.
In Gen Pop. Yeah.
The participants ranged in age from 21 to 57 and were detained at a medium to maximum security. See, that's what this right here. That's what kills their argument for me. Medium to maximum security correctional facility in the U.S. 21 to 57, no telling how long they've been in prison. Medium to maximum security, you can best bet that's 23 and 1 right there.
Medium to maximum security usually means medium security could be a range of things, but maximum security is usually for violent criminals. So they were, you know, like they cherry picked their sample.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Of course they did.
Yeah.
And their conditions don't make it any better. So, I mean, come on. Invest. So, I guess this is what they used to determine whether or not somebody is crazy, whether or not a female is crazy.
Yeah. Real quick, Luke Astley, yes, the crazy hot matrix is in fact a thing. It's a real thing. Not a lot of women know about it. I mean, more so now that the internet's a thing. But yeah, no, us dudes have known about it for some time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But yeah, it's just the less movement, the more psychopathic. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's been proven that confinement to small spaces for long periods of time fucks with your head.
yeah, of course
You
it
know,
does.
particularly the ones who end up in solitary where there's no light and there's no, uh, way to measure the passage of
Right.
time and there's no human interaction at all.
Yeah.
Those that changes people. You know.
Hey, remember what happened to me when I was in that video call with you and Amira, and I was in that hotel room, and
Mhm.
that damn hotel. But so, guys, if you don't, in case I don't know, some of you may not know this. About 2 months ago, I was out of town, and I was staying in a hotel room, and I was on a. It was late at night, and I was on a video call meeting with Sam and Amira. So I go in the bathroom. I use the restroom right quick. I go to leave, the doorknob wouldn't turn, and I noticed that the doorknob, it was in the lock position, and I was like, okay, well, maintenance had to come in here earlier to fix some stuff, so they probably did this. So I'll go to unlock it, and it unlocks a little bit, but then it just stuck. I can't get out. The look on Sam and Amira's eyes when I went busting out of that door like the Kool-Aid man. Not only did I take the door down, but the frame with it, and the wooden, and a lot of you guys don't know how some walls are built. They have you big square shaped logs of wood that are inside the wall, and it makes up the frame. So when I went through the door, I took the frame and I took the wood block out with it because I was stuck in there. And Sam, how long was I in there? When I realized I was stuck, what, about 2 minutes?
A little less actually.
It did
Yeah,
not take,
it wasn't very long.
yeah, and I'm claustrophobic, and my phone was on the table next to the next to my laptop. So I'm trapped in this small little bathroom. I can't get to my phone, and next thing I knew, before I could even think about what to do, I was already on the other side of that door. A switch
Mm.
just hit. A switch just hit, everything went black, and next thing I knew, I was outside. The door and half the wall was on the ground, and Sam and Amira are looking at me like, "What the hell did you just do?"
Yeah. Yeah, something similar happened to my oldest kid one time. She went to the bathroom and in the door handle itself, like it had one of those locks that goes all the way through. Like you turn it while you're inside the bathroom to lock it and all that. And on the outside, it's got like that little penny slit where you can unlock it. And
Mhm.
the mechanism inside the door itself, the actual pins and shit, fucking rotted and fell apart as she closed the door. And so it fell in the bolt itself stayed in place, and she couldn't get out and we couldn't open it from the outside or anything like that because it was because the lock it fell apart, you know. But so I ended up having to uh keep her calm by talking to her the whole time. Luckily, it was one that swung out. So I had the hinges on the outside, so I took the door off its hinges to get her out. But yeah, it took a while though because yeah, I'm sure you removed the door that way before too. It's not always
Mhm.
a quick process, especially if you don't want to damage it. Um, and all that. So yeah, she was uncomfortable, but we got her through it. So.
Well, before we go into our first quiz, folks, the first half of our infamous news. This is the last article of part one of our infamous news, and then we're going to go into one of our quizzes. Doop. How'd you like that to happen, Sam? A damn furry interrupted this woman's wedding.
Well, first of all, that looks like a cow, not a cat, like the thing says. It doesn't look like a cow.
Exactly. Which they acknowledge right here.
Yeah, which is not like if that happened out where I live, it wouldn't be unusual to see a cow if you were doing an outdoor wedding. Or cats either. We have a lot of feral cats for some reason. But if it turned out to be a person wearing a furry suit, it's hard to say. They'd probably get mocked and ignored. If they kept pushing it, they might get shot.
Exactly. Well, let's see what happened here. Okay. My wedding was upstaged by a creepy woman who identifies as a cat. When your bestie is walking down the aisle and you realize, but it's not a cat. A cow is not a cat.
No.
So she's walking. Is that the husband?
No, that's her father.
It better be her dad. I'm thinking they're walking out and leaving. I'm like, dude, you just married somebody that looked like she could have done better than you. You better smile. You on camera.
No, she's still got the maids of honor or the bridesmaids carrying her train for her. So. Hey, man, good to see you.
Anyway, so I'm seeing more and more of these furries popping up, man. And you know what? And one of my coworkers was saying that her daughter has a furry in her classroom, but a furry just hanging out in a field that just happens to be right behind the altar where they were taking photos.
Look, okay, so it's true.
Damn,
we've got more and more furries popping up out of nowhere. They're trying to normalize it or whatever. But at the same time, they're telling us that we can't have meat anymore and all this stuff, and we got to treat them like the animals they are. And you know what's going to happen, right? We're going to get to a point where, is it though? If they identify as a cow, I mean, it's beef, right?
Hey, and these days you
got to play this stupid game. So do they.
Depending on the country you're in today, you'll get arrested for not recognizing there's, I guess. Well, I mean, it's more than those pronouns at this point. It's an entire species, I guess. But then the guy walks up and
that's what I'm saying. If they identify as a cow, is it my fault if I process them into hamburger meat? That's all I'm saying.
Do you really want to eat him though? Do you really want to eat?
I mean, they're probably vaccinated too, so no. But
for real, huh? They got that. They're filled with that COVID dressing.
Yeah,
that COVID shot dressing.
But I mean, seriously though, like you have these people running around acting like dogs and cats and in fucking public where kids can see them, usually with their junk hanging out. Man, I say send a pound after them. Get animal control after them. Fucking let them go stew in one of those kennels for a while, right? They want to act like they want to act like animals. Fucking treat them like it. So that's my thoughts on it anyway.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can now. Yes.
Okay, hold on, because they got froze up. I gotta back up and I'll come back in.
Okay.
All right.
So, meantime, yeah, guys, look, if you're gonna have people running around in dog masks, waving their junk and like pissing off fire hydrants in front of kids and stuff, they don't need to be doing that. And if they're going to insist that they're dogs, if they're going to act like stray dogs, they're going to act like a threat to the people around them, right? Throw them in the fucking pound, as far as I'm concerned. They can go chill there. We can do that Lady and the Tramp thing where the happy bubbly dog is led down the long hallway and is never seen again because they've just fucking put him to sleep. You know. So that's that's where I'm at on it. Anyway, yeah, Aaron Lore. Yeah, that's the thing. Well, these are the same kind of people who will insist that actual dogs and cats should have human rights too, because they're people too, because they're cat moms and they're dog dads. You know, like animals are not your pets. They're your pets, people. They're your food. They're your laborers. They are not your fucking children. They're not even the same species.
That's
So
where it's
now
like
I'm done with my little rant there, but yeah.
it's like Amira's trying to put my internet in a naughty corner. That missed the whole.
Yeah.
So
exactly, Andy. Let's cut their junk off, right? So they can't breed. It doesn't have to be all their junk, but just the bits that, like, you know, make things happen.
I
Put
must
the
have
cone of
missed a
shame on
lot.
these bitches.
I must have missed a lot in like the minute and a half, 2 minutes that I was gone.
Oh no, I just been ranting about how I'm sick of this shit. I don't care, Shadow, if most of them are trans. I don't give a damn. Right? If you're gonna act like an animal and you're gonna be a problem for everybody around you, you need to be treated like what you're saying you are. You know, cone of shame, cut the nuts off, right? Throw them in a pen for a while. You know, and you know, if I were a less ethical person, I might take you down to an illegal dog fight and see how you do. You know?
Hey, hey, check this
Allegedly.
out. Hey, do you want to do this? I mean, I don't know what's going on with my internet's been acting great all week, and then all of a sudden, just tonight, it's just
You know, it's probably that electromagnetic storm would be my guess. But
that's what I'm
I don't
thinking.
know if I don't know. We probably just maybe save those for next week.
Hell no, I'm going straight forward with it.
Oh, you just asked if I wanted to do it, and I was like, I
Well,
don't know if it'll work, but okay.
look, we gonna do what we gonna do what we can. And I didn't put this together. I'm taking them with you. You see him right here in the corner, movie guru. He did it. But yeah, this is the one I was telling you about. This is the first one. Can you name the murderer, victims, and those still alive in this Halloween murder mystery?
Maybe
I
I
don't
could
know,
probably
man.
name a murderer, but you know, I don't know who's. Oh wait, we got to input.
I think we gotta put the
Huh.
names. That's why I sent the link to you in the chat in case you want to be the one to do it. You know how slow I type.
Yeah, I can try.
Yeah, I'll drop it.
Oh, I got it. Oh yeah, okay, never mind. Okay, so pop that bitch up there. Share screen. DVD. All right. Hopefully this goes well. That's a tough one, huh? All right. So Freddy Krueger, Thing, Jack Torrance, Jigsaw, Ernest Stavro Blofeld. That's James Bond, I think. And fuck it. It's just I don't know what that has to do with Halloween, but okay. Hal 9000, Bowser, Colonel Mustard, Leatherface, Chucky, Ursula, Count Dracula, Jason Voorhees, Supreme Dalek, Pinhead, Michael Myers, Darth Vader, Scar, Donkey Kong, Green Goblin, Joker, Norman Bates, Pennywise,
I think
Hannibal
what it wants us.
Lecter.
I think what it wants us to do is like say, okay, yeah, Freddy Krueger, and then you name the survivor, and then you name it. These are all. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
people that they fought.
that's what I'm getting.
Like Agent Smith
That's
is
what I'm getting
probably
here.
Neo.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting here. Except in some cases there's multiple survivors, so I don't know if we're supposed to type in multiple people. Like with
I think
Jaws.
as long I think it's probably as long as you get one. That's what I'm guessing.
Yeah, his Jaws is Martin Brody and fucking Hooper.
How about you press play if you know?
All right, well, here we go. Let's see how fast I can type some of this shit in, shall we? Two victims line up corner. What the? I don't know what that means. Count Dracula's Mina. I don't know what is happening here. I don't know that this is the Count Dracula just says you're dead. I didn't even put anything in.
What?
Yeah. It's apparently over. It's not over. I don't know. I don't know what happened here.
It says I'm dead. You know what they probably did? Let's just go back to Sporkle. Just pick a quiz. Pick something that interests you. You know what they probably did? It's the settings, the conditions where if you answer one wrong question, it's over. That's probably what that person did.
Well, that's stupid.
Real stupid.
Let's see. Let's go with categories. Not sports because I don't know anything about sports. I'm sure you probably know more about sports than I do.
Depends. I'm not Zillich. Zillich watches sports all day. No, I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, let's see, folks. I'm feeling a little done that one before. Let's see. Literature, language, science. 3-letter body part. What? Interesting. You know what? How about we do this one here? It's venomous or not. Can you name the status of each snake, venomous or not? Probably not. I don't know that much about them, but yes, lame. I agree. That was that whole last deal. That was just dumb. So, does killer wear the glove? See, I was kind of looking forward to it too because it's got like some of these I knew some of them. You know, yeah. Let me know if I'm roboting out because things are getting wonky again. But yeah, it just
Okay, I'm back.
like Freddie was Nancy, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Nancy,
So,
and then
figured.
well, hold
we'll
on.
try
It's
this
Nancy. It's
venomous
Nancy, and then there's another girl.
Not in the first one.
No, first one was just Nancy, I think.
Yeah, if you took into account all 7 movies, there's lots of people that survive them. You know, but it like the same thing with Pinhead. Like, if it's not Ashley Lawrence, right?
Mhm.
Then you got to take into account the other like 11 movies. You know, and Ashley's only in 3 of them as the main character. So, yeah, it's just I was assuming that they were going for the first one, but yeah, just a touch robot. Okay, good. Nothing insurmountable. All right, so we have a quiz here that's asking us if they're venomous or not venomous. We have 3 minutes to answer 24 of these. Holy shit!
Are you what?
Yeah, screw it. Let's do it.
All right. The second one isn't
All right,
timed.
Black
It's not
Racer.
even a Sporkle quiz. Not poisonous. It's not venomous.
Oh, okay. No, I don't even have to hit nothing. All right, Western hooknose snake. No. Checker garter snake. Nope.
Nope.
Sonoran gopher snake. Nope.
Oh.
Concrete. Yep.
Eh.
That's a yes.
Mhm.
It's not putting the stupid thing in. Hold on, it froze up on my side. That's on the website. Yeah, see, timers froze everything. Okay, there we are. We're back. Maybe. I don't know if this is going to work out, dude. This seems like everything else seems to be working fine, but oh yeah, no, it's reloading. All right. Venomous. Okay. Desert striped whip snake. No idea. I'm gonna go with venomous. It's not venomous. Kansas glossy snake. Gray banded king snake. No, king snake is venomous. Hit the wrong button. So now we got that wrong.
Amir said,
Desert
get
horn
rid of that.
viper. All vipers
Amir
are
said, get rid
venomous.
of that.
Hook-nosed sea snake.
Amir
Sea
said,
snakes
get
are
rid
all
of that.
venomous. Eastern. I didn't even see it plan. Eastern brown snake. No.
Yeah, it is. Eastern brown snake. Yes, it is.
All right. Oh, I guess it is, huh? Tiger rattlesnake. Yep. Eastern coach.
Yep.
Whip, nope.
Nope.
Tiger snake. Sure.
Mm,
Boomslang
I
is
think so.
absolutely venomous. It's one of the most
Absolutely.
lethal.
Yeah.
It's the one that makes you bleed out of every orifice in your body, dude. Yeah. Southwest blackhead snake. Sure. Nope, it's not. Inland taipan is a yep. Black mamba is a
Yes.
yep.
Yes.
Russell's viper. Forest cobra.
Yep.
Trans-Pecos blind snake. Nope. Nope. Great Plains rat snake. Nope. Puff adder.
No.
Yes. New
Yes.
Mexico milk snake is a no. Okay.
No.
I got 4 wrong.
Hey, Clue.
That's not terrible.
No.
Hey, Clue. Good to see. I was pretty sure I was gonna screw this one up, but
man, I think that's the highest rating. I think that's the highest rating you've ever gotten.
It might be. Thank you, Amira. Appreciate it. I feel good about that. Some of these snakes I've never heard of, man. So I was guessing. Sometimes it's in the name, but yeah, some of those, like there's no such thing as a sea snake that's not venomous as hell. In fact, the most venomous snakes on earth are sea snakes.
Yep.
The boomslang is scary because it does to you what Ebola does. There's no such thing as a venomous king snake, but they are snake eaters.
Yeah. And they love cobras and rattlesnakes.
Yeah. Clee didn't miss it by much. It was a 3-minute thing, and I did it in little less than 2.5 minutes. So yeah, but this was the last one we had didn't want to work. Why is this still loading? This stupid site. It's all these goddamn pop-up ads.
It's the pop-up ads, like you said.
Yeah.
But don't worry, folks, because we have another quiz coming along. So you don't have to. We got some more news to jump through, and then we got about 4 more articles. Just give me a minute.
Carrie,
ready.
Yeah, Carrie, it's not exactly what Ebola does, but you know how Ebola kind of makes you like leak vital fluids through all of your major orifices? Their venom sort of does something similar. It's got like a super anticoagulant in it. It's really fucked up, actually. And it does it in like 8 minutes. So it sort of boils out of your body.
That's a bad way to go, man.
Yes, it is. Did you happen to watch, there's a movie that came out earlier this year or late last year called Bullet Train with Brad Pitt?
I missed it.
That particular fact comes up in that movie because there's a killer who uses boomslang venom to take out her marks, which is pretty fucked up. So, but like you have to get the anti-venom in your blood within 8 minutes of being bit, or it's less than 8 minutes. It's like 30 seconds, or it starts to happen to you. You don't have very long to live. It's a pretty awful way to die. And it is one of the more aggressive vipers out there. I think it's a Central African snake.
The boomslang? I think so.
Yeah. I'm not 100% on that, but I think it's a Central African snake. So, Yeah, nasty fuckers, very aggressive.
All right, so we got 4 more articles, and then we got the second quiz. The second quiz, guys, is on cryptids. It is on a separate website. It is not timed, so you guys will be able to participate with that one. Anyway, do you remember that? Do you remember that article that we read last year about the aliens that landed in somebody's backyard in Vegas?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Video of aliens spotted in Vegas is totally authentic, expert says. You can't deny it, Sam.
I mean, I can. Denial doesn't mean that I like you can deny stuff that's absolutely true. You'd be wrong, but you can do it.
Well, you're here, so we can't exactly deny that something else didn't land in Vegas a year ago.
Vegas is full of aliens. Yeah, Vegas is a weird place.
Let's see. Let's see.
Kind of looks like an alien up in the foreground there.
So I
Are you
guess
sure that's not ball lightning?
That's what I was thinking. But here they come. Aliens in Vegas, gonna have the time of their lives. Minutes after the blue light, a 911 call reported 2 tall figures with big eyes in the backyard. Yeah, I remember that. And the cops that responded said that they saw it. There's an 8-foot person sighted. Another person sighted has big eyes and is looking at us and is still there. By the time police responded to the call, the mysterious creatures were gone. Of course they were.
Yeah,
They don't
I
want to
wouldn't
get
stick
arrested.
around either. All those cops showing up.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: if they don't actually is there supposed to be like body cam footage of the beings themselves? Because without that, this is just hearsay.
Right. I mean, the original article included an account from the police officers themselves. The police that responded said they saw it too. So
Right, they said they did, but if their body cams were on, which they should have been, because they're supposed to be by regulation on all the time, the whole time they're on duty. There should have been some footage of that too.
I believe there is, but I also believe that the police aren't going to release this to the public because they don't want to cause a panic.
Well, then why are they telling people they saw it?
Because they ain't thinking. And if they don't say it, I mean, these people are, these people are the ones that they reported it too. So, I mean, it is what it is. Maybe the cops that responded, they may have wanted people to know, but once it got over their heads, once it went higher up the chain, they're like, no. I personally think that they were probably all high, and the people that they saw was probably ex-girlfriends or something, that manifested as monsters. There's no editing. That is the original video. We tried to debunk it to see if there was something that was added to the video. All our results came back as it was authentic. Okay.
I don't know, man. As far as the blue light goes, that looked more like a fireball than anything else. That looked like it could have been ball lightning. Ball lightning lightning does some weird shit sometimes. Which essentially I mean, just a static charge or whatever. And sometimes they explode too, which is super fun. They're very loud. But yeah, that could have been an atmospheric phenomena that had nothing to do with spacecraft too. And I know that's what that sounds like coming from me, who's usually less skeptical about this. But just looking at that didn't. I don't know. I didn't get spaceship vibes from that video.
I mean, well, you would know. As if you use spaceships.
No, the spaceships are for pedestrian aliens.
Yeah, I'm not going to play this video because I remember this guy. You know, he was in the backyard. He definitely milked it for all he could get. He made a part one and a part two. Shot roughly 80 miles from Area 51. Roeder became convinced this was not a hoax or a floating head. Well, if it was a floating head, that would still be something. So we believe it's attached to a body, and the motion of that head from right to left is consistent with the motion that we see between the slats of the slats of the fence. So yeah, I mean, we don't need to go all the way back through all of that. I just thought that it was funny that here we are a year later, nobody's thinking about it, and somebody's trying to get their 15 minutes of fame out of it. Speaking of 15 minutes, and we're talking about women earlier that might not be right in the head. There you go.
Oh, that's yeah. I mean, at least it's the overhead bin and not like the cargo area under the plane, because the oxygen tends to get sucked out of there.
I think somebody did that. I think there was an article about some lady doing that.
Yeah.
I could have sworn I read something about that.
Well, I've seen lots of stuff about people trying to get on board planes through the landing gear and stuff and getting like crushed in the machinery. And then when, the landing gear drops again, the bodies fall out of the sky.
Like, wee.
Well, they're very dead at that point, because even if they weren't crushed by the machinery,
They're suffocate.
yeah, at those speeds and those altitudes, yeah, they're just going to have all the air pulled right out of them.
Yeah.
So she fit.
And then
Well, she's probably gal size, like Thumbelina.
Yeah.
You can't even get a bag in there. It's amazing that a person is.
Now, if somebody wants to be funny, they can go ahead and close her right up in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know how airtight those things are, but that'd be real uncomfortable.
Well, I mean, you see how they're kind of half circular. So, I mean, it's no different than the way she is now.
Yeah. It is kind of amazing though, because you can't actually get most carry-on luggage into those damn things. So it is pretty funny that she managed to fit her whole body in there. Yeah,
I think
that's a good question, Clue. Like, how the hell did she even get up there in the first place? Without
exactly.
somebody raising hell.
I mean, who needs snakes on a plane when you got gal on the plane?
Yeah. Yeah, gal sized, like Smurfette. Yeah. I gotta stop saying mean shit like that when she's not here to scream at me about it.
Well, I just posted it in the wrong thing, chat. So,
oh, good.
Gal on the plane getting that nap in.
Yeah, it was nice knowing you, Larry. She's not actually like 4 foot, dude. She's like I think she's like 5'2" or 5'3", but
yeah.
she's
that thing is loud, man. Let me turn it.
Spirit Airlines.
it would be Spirit, and you know what? And you know what the funny thing is? The funny thing is,
no, it's Southwest.
No, it's Southwest. It's Southwest.
Yeah.
It's,
look how still she is, psycho. That's a callback.
I would have closed that thing, and I wouldn't have let her out until the flight landed. But yeah, she flummoxed fellow flyers after she was filmed napping in the plane's overhead bin, as seen in a video with 5.1 million views on TikTok. Southwest is wilding.
Yeah, that's probably why she did it. We is probably as a TikTok stunt or some shit like that. You know, people are doing all kinds of really weird, stupid shit for views lately. So, and by lately, I mean the last decade or so.
Including this, which is, of course, going to get her kicked off the plane and probably
Mhm.
put in handcuffs.
She's at the very least going to be banned from ever using Southwest again.
Yeah. Hey, check this out. Southwest does allow you to choose your own seat.
Oh, really? Uh, yeah,
Talking.
I don't know.
It is unclear if the in-flight napper was a passenger or a crew member, or what their motivation was for treating the baggage storage container as a slumber pod. Nonetheless, the stowaway suitcase cosplay raised eyebrows online, with one incredulous commenter writing, "I need more information. How does she get up there?"
Right?
She climbed up there, and she's chilling. She's chilling out, relaxing out, cool.
My question isn't so much how she got up there, although there are certain logistical things that it's like, okay. Um, how is it supporting her body weight, right?
Mhm.
Like, and how did she get up there without any of the airline personnel raising hell about it? You know, like even Southwest with their choose your seat policy, man, you still have to be in a seat because you still have to conform to certain FAA regulations, like seat belts during takeoff. You know? So they hit turbulence, man. She's gonna turn into like a box of pudding. You know, it's gonna liquefy her. She just bounce around in there until everything's jelly.
I don't think she cares. Maybe she was just like, screw this. I want to go out, but I want to go out in a way that nobody's ever gone out before.
Yeah.
Now, Sam, this next one, this is something you do.
Aaron Laura, that was yeah, it was our segue into cryptids. It was footage of the elusive baggage gnome. I don't know. I got nothing.
The elusive gal, the
Yeah.
baggage gal, the elusive baggage gal. But yeah,
Mom who breastfed my husband. Now we want a fourth child so he can do it again. Why didn't you just you can buy breast milk, right? Like real bona fide breast milk.
he wants it Dave Chappelle Diddy style. He wants it straight from the source. He doesn't want it. He doesn't want it out of a bottle. He wants it out of a jug, a chocolate jug.
So how did how did it dry up then? Because to my understanding, they keep producing milk the more that as long as the milk is being suckled.
Well, maybe at some point he got full. I don't know, but yeah, you would think, hey, buddy, just keep doing it, and her breast is gonna keep supplying it. You know, let's see what this couple has to say.
I don't see nothing wrong with breastfeeding my husband. I actually love the bond. It helps me out. He finishes off the job. A lot of people ask why I do it, why we do it. There's various reasons, but in all actuality, there really is nothing wrong with it. I always like to make jokes that, you can drink other milks out there because you're told to, but when it's milk that is from a person it's a little weird or considered weird. But it is because we tend to lash out on things we don't understand. So that's practically the reason why I wanted to put it out there so that those who do it don't feel alone.
Sam, do you feel alone?
Not that alone. Like no, and you know what? Andy brought up a good point. Like he didn't seem to be all that into it in the video. This seems like it was her idea to me.
Yeah, I just want to tell y'all that I love breastfeeding my family, and this what makes me kind of not believe them because yeah, as long as there's something to, as long as it's got a reason to keep producing, it's gonna produce, you know, or maybe in her case, maybe at some point it stops because the baby stuff. I don't know. Let's see. She says I was breastfeeding both my son and my husband, and then one day my son was just no longer interested in my breast milk at all, and I continued feeding Alexander for about 2 weeks, but it was like my body knew that my son no longer needed the milk, and it was all gone.
Well, that could have been it too. Dude, I realize maybe you love the titty milk, but that is not for you. That's for your kid.
Yeah, Alexander with his face between Rachel's breasts. We know.
Yeah, we can see that.
We realized that this was drastic action to take and a lot of work. So instead, we began looking for other ways that we could bond as a couple. Well, yeah, you're gonna have another kid just so he could do it again. I mean, come on, dude.
Yeah.
Get one of them fake breast containers and suck on that. The ones where you can kind of. It's where they have this fake breast thing that men could put on, and they put the white, the woman's, the mother's breast milk in it, and then feed the baby, and supposedly the baby doesn't know the difference. I mean, come on.
maybe that's why he's so big and strong, because breast milk does about it good.
I guess.
That's why his kids are so small, because he took all of it.
Meanwhile, look at him.
Yeah.
He even made extra.
But
he
yeah,
sure did.
Aaron's right here and Andy's right. Like if this is a kink thing for them, right? She has no business putting this shit on the internet, and he did not look happy in that video.
No, he didn't. He was sitting there like, "Come on, dude."
Yeah.
Like, really? I mean, and like you said, all the kids are little. Look, he even got extra melanin out of it. Like he drained everything out. Kids all skinny and stuff. He got all that chocolate milk. Look at that big old smile. Yeah, I took it. F these kids. Yeah, I got the milk.
It's probably exactly what it's like. Man, this is delicious. Fuck these kids. Look, I have kids myself. Larry, you have children. There's a time in every father's relationship with their child where somebody will make a plate of cookies, right? Like the wife will make a plate of cookies, maybe the kid makes a plate of cookies, maybe the dad does, whatever. Anyway, there's a plate of cookies, and you get down to that last cookie, right? And the proper thing for a father to do would be, at the very least, share it with the child, or just allow the child to have that cookie. But all of us at some point have been like, you know what, fuck that kid, I'm gonna eat that cookie. So maybe that's what happened here.
You know what? I'm not even going to challenge that, because I may have said it. I may have said it once or twice when my son wanted to. There's certain snacks that me and that boy, we've had battles behind the snacks, and of course when my wife found out, Larry, why'd you eat the last snack? You should have just given it to Dominic. He's just a little kid. I was like, man, tell that punt to go get a job.
Dude, it's so true. I love my kids very much. All my heart.
Me too.
Do anything for them. But if I don't get to that snack tray before they do, there will not be any snacks for Dad. So that's just the facts.
Dad gotta get a snack. Like, have you? And I had to tell my wife too. I said, "Have you seen our son eat those snacks?" And she was like, "Larry, he's only 2." And I was like, "Yeah, and he's 3 feet tall at 2."
Yeah. It's like, don't worry. You say this to your wife, just like, don't worry, I'm just teaching him about sharing.
Exactly, because eventually the kid's he's gonna get big enough to snatch me up by my neck and pick me up off the floor. So I'm like, I'm only 5'9". This kid is gonna hit the 6. And it looks like he caught. It looks like, because my wife and I, both our families, they're tall. We're like the runts of our litter. We're among the runts of our litters. This kid, that boy is going to be anywhere between 6'2" and 6'5".
Yeah,
easily.
Well, You know, here's another example for you, and this actually happens several times, folks. So my ex-wife has a perfect brownie recipe. She makes the most delicious brownies I have ever had, ever. Right? And they're just, oh man, they're so goddamn good. So she had to institute a rule where both me and our oldest, our youngest doesn't really like brownies, so whatever. But the oldest really loved them, same as me, and she had to institute a rule where each of us could only have one, maybe two after dinner for dessert. And that's all we could do for the rest of the night. I have actually caught that kid sneaking into the kitchen to steal more goddamn brownies in the middle of the night. She'd wait up all night till she was sure we were sleeping. I caught her sneaking in there to grab more brownies while I was also sneaking in there to grab more brownies. So, I'd be like, "What are you doing out here?" She's like, "What are you doing out here?"
Yeah, for real. Here we go. And folks, to round off our night, here it is. Mysterious taxonomy, the cryptids quiz. Sam, they lurk in the dark woods, just like those cookies after my son gets to them. The deep lakes, the uncharted oceans, the shadows of hawk of an old barn or a deserted city street. Dash. Cryptids. Creatures that defy categorization and sometimes logic. Identify these 30 cryptids based on their descriptions. You ready to go? Let's hit it, Sam. All right. This elusive monster appears as a sort of kangaroo / goat hybrid, walking on two legs with hoofed feet, though it is also has the ability to fly short distances with its bat-like wings. It is said to be the 13th child of a witch named Mother Leeds. I'm going to say the Jersey Devil.
Yep. Same here. Jersey Devil. Aaron Lawrence says
Aaron
JD.
saying the JD. I've never heard of the Orkney horror. Never heard of that.
I think Orkney's in England.
Scroll to next. In 1969, couples in a Texas town reported a half goat, half man creature with fur and scales attacked their cars when they were out parking. The beast later threw a tire and jumped on another car. The only known photograph shows a hulking biped with shaggy white fur. It's Caucasian Sasquatch.
I don't know. It's got scales, it says.
Well, I mean, he didn't shave. He didn't shave that day. Maybe they thought it was scales.
Maybe it's Bigfoot shingles.
So Aaron is saying it's the Balmorhea beast. I'm gonna side with Aaron.
Honestly, I have no idea. Says George W. before he found Jesus. Who says Austin Demon? I kind of want to go with Austin Demon myself.
All right, so we're tied up.
So yeah, I don't know. Anybody else in chat? They got you got a guess or actual knowledge? Kohai, if you're listening.
Don't come, Kohai. And Carrie's yelling at somebody. It looks like.
Blame him. Not. I think he was yelling at me. I don't know.
And Zilla just saying a monster. So that's one.
The tie.
Yeah, that's one for the Lake North. Beak is in the Chupa. Yeah, Beak. That doesn't help Beak. He's not. The Chupa's not a choice in this one.
I did see a thing about thylacines that are supposed to be loose in upstate New York that they've been confused with chupacabras. But anyway, I don't know, man. I just
these days, if you're in New York, if you're drunk and high walking down the street, you're a chupacabra. You're acting like one. Actually, I wasn't ready for Larry. That's still not a choice, Carrie. We need a tie break.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I heard about any of this stuff, so I don't know who this might or which of these beasts it might be.
All right,
I
fine.
got
I'll just
nothing.
switch to the Austin Demon. We'll find out.
Did it click? Yeah, Zil said beast. Fine, he switched to beast. So
There we go.
I don't know. Whatever.
I vote for aliens. Okay, I'm back. So I'll just switch to demon. Let's go. Oh wow, it was a Lake North monster.
Zillage was the only one who was right.
Wow. Okay. This cryptid is essentially a dinosaur, similar in shape and size to a sauropod, that has reportedly managed to avoid extinction in the jungles of the Congo River Basin. Dozens of expeditions across more than 100 years have failed to turn up evidence that it actually exists. The Mokele Mbembe, the Bantu or the Megalodon.
Mbembe. Yeah, I think it's Mokele Mbembe. Because I'm pretty
Aaron
sure I heard
saying
about
it's
this.
village. Aaron saying it's village.
Yeah, I think it's the first one. Mokele Mbembe.
But
Look, there are certain consonants that should not be next to each other.
well, see, Carrie is saying it's the Mokalakaliki, and Clue is saying it's the Bantu. Aaron is laughing.
Well, Bantu is a tribe of people. Megalodon's a shark.
Yeah.
So
Aaron is saying it's the Bantu also. I think it's the Mukalika. So I guess it's a tie.
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's that first one because
Carrie thinks it's a hippo.
I mean, yeah.
Carrie said number one, so he's with us. Let's go. Yep. Told y'all.
I'm pretty
Take
sure
that, Zillage.
Listen, I mean, could be. I guess I don't know.
That's Makimbe Mutombo. I know what he's talking about. That was Makimbe Mutombo. That's years ago. Let's see. This terrifying Filipino monster takes a human shape during the day, often living among people. At night, it turns into an animal or monster and sucks people's blood. Sometimes it devours children instead, even sucking the unborn out of their mother's wombs while they sleep. The Bawolu, the Aswang, the Asswipe, and the Palang.
Asswang. Sorry, Filipinos.
The Zillage Wang. It's the pickle Wang.
Cavitano is recusing himself from this because he is Filipino. No,
it's the pickle. It's the pickle Wang. Aaron said it's the laughing face.
I think it's the ass wang because yeah, pretty sure this came up in something I was reading about, like vampires of other cultures. The Wang.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the ass wipe Wang too, the pickle Wang. Yeah, everybody says. All right, let's. Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
For our Filipino friends out there listening, Cavitano knows what's up. He knows what we're like. But for the rest of you out there, it's nothing personal. I'm sure there are plenty of words in English that sound funny in your language too. So, you know.
Anyway, this underwater creature thought to resemble a plesiosaur is perhaps the most famous cryptid in the world. It's been photographed numerous times, but never conclusively. It gets its distinctive name from its Scottish heritage. You know that's a Loch Ness monster.
Yeah.
There's
no contest on that one. It's
Nessie. It's messy, Nessie. Divers and fishermen in the Caribbean report attacks by this monster, which is said to resemble an enormous octopus. It's you. It's you, Sam.
It's I don't know, Octosaurus Rex. God, that'd be awesome.
I'm sure they've tried to make it. I'm gonna go with the Luska.
Sure, we'll go. I'll go with the Luska too, because if there's an Octosaurus Rex movie, I want to know about it.
You should look that up.
Yeah.
Octosaurus Rex. I'll bet you it does exist. Let's see what everybody else says. Octosaurus Rex.
We got Frida
We got a
from
Frida.
Clue. Andy Pickle says Nessie. Now he's saying Octomom. That's a whole other
Woo!
scary. Octosaurus Rex.
Zillage, is not a choice. Octorex, final answer. So Sam, I mean, you and me, we picked the Luska, correct?
Yes.
And we've got.
Oh, Cavatano says Luska because Frida
Okay.
sounds too much like the Kahlo artist.
Yep, there we go. Okay. A mysterious corpse was found on a bench in Long Island, New York in 2008. It resembled a hairless beast with a bizarre toothy beak. It was beak. Experts later identified it as a raccoon that had undergone decomposition and lost part of its jaw. Long Island devil, Suffolk sea creature, Montauk monster. Come on, it's the Long Island devil.
I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't think I heard about this one.
I've never heard about it either.
Yeah. Carrie's saying Long Island dwarf. Close enough.
And no one mentions the Lang Duck Dong from 16 Candles. I remember that dude.
Yeah. Long Duck Dong.
Montauk Monster has a good ring to it.
It does.
I guess.
Yeah. I like alliteration.
Know if that's
yeah. Long Island is in New York, so the devil. Pretty sure Montauk is too, isn't it? And Suffolk.
Aaron is saying the sea creature.
Yeah.
Carrie is saying the devil. Which did you choose, Sam?
I'll probably go with Long Island Devil too, because it does say Long Island
Zillage.
in the question.
Yeah, Zillage is saying the monster. We'll go with Long Island. No!
Damn, Zillage, you're on point tonight.
Zillage is cheating. He's cheating.
Good on you, Beak.
It took him a while to answer. Only a few sightings support the existence of this British cryptid, a terrifying combination of a predatory bird and a human. It's partly named for the town in Cornwall, England, where it was seen. The exterior eagle, the Cornish owl monster, Owlman of Malwan. I don't know if I'm gonna. I mean, leading towards Cornish owl monster, but I don't know now. See, because they got us with the left hook on this last one.
Well, it's probably not Owlman because
Shut up, Zillage.
I don't know. It just seems like I've heard of that somewhere else, but not in England. The Exeter Eagle. It just sounds like a soccer mascot to me.
I'm gonna go with the Owlman of Malwan. Aaron does too, and
it looks like we got a bunch of people.
Oh, okay. Well, let's do
a bunch
it.
of people went with the Owlman.
Yep.
Good guy. Good call, guys.
Try to get us with the okie doke. Nope. Owlman isn't the only Cornish cryptid. Foulmouth Bay has its own sea monster. The usual plesiosaur type. Morgawar, Cornwall sea monster, or the Foulmouth Bay serpent.
It's probably Morgar.
I'll go with Morgar.
Yeah.
Albeit I kind of want to say the Cornwall sea monster, but I'll go with the Morgar.
Cornish hen. Yeah. It's Falmouth, by the way. Foul
Aaron
mouth.
is saying the foul mouth. Zillage is saying the serpent. Yeah, everybody's saying serpent, so foul mouth. Let's see. Nope. We was right. Take that, Zillage.
I was right. Ha!
Take that, Zillage. Took a whole Zillage to be wrong on that one. Anyway, let's
Cornwall has just got problems.
Let's hold on. Let's stay in Cornwall a bit longer.
Yeah, I'm saying they got problems.
Yeah. Britain is famous for panthers stalking their prey far outside their known distribution and in numbers far too low to sustain a population. Dead sheep and panther sightings on the moor created this legendary monster. The Moorish cat, the beast of Bodmin, American werecat in London. I'm going to go with the beast of Bodmin.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's it. American werecat in London is obviously a joke.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, because they love the English especially. They love their alliteration.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. BB. Yeah.
That's two. I guess that's three of us. I'm guessing you're going with Beast of Bodmin.
Oh yeah.
I've heard of the Beast of Bodmin. Pooh saying the Beast. Carrie saying the Beast.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. It's the Beast.
All
right.
The Moorish kid.
This legendary sea beast reportedly attacked ships with his massive tentacles. Sam. Numerous dead specimens were collected in the 20th century, typically caught in fishing nets or washed ashore. Living adults were eventually photographed and filmed, ultimately removing this animal from the ranks of true cryptids. The kraken, the Humboldt squid, or the emperor jellyfish. I'm going to say I'm going to say the Humboldt squid.
Yeah. No, it's the when it was called
Kraken.
When it was called a cryptid, it was called the Kraken. Like later they found out that the Kraken does exist in the form of the giant squid or Architeuthis dux.
Done.
Yeah.
All right. This is Nessie's only real competition for most famous cryptid. Originally a resident of the vast forests of the Pacific Northwest, you already know it's Bigfoot. Variations of this bipedal evolutionary mystery pop up all over the place. It's Bigfoot.
Yeah.
From California to Canada. That's where he's often seen.
Yeah, because he's a fan of their policies.
I don't know what Andy's saying. It
says DQ.
Dick.
Squatch.
Bigfoot. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's go with that. Yep. This Himalayan primate is sort of a hipster's Bigfoot. It became well known beginning in the 1920s. Let me finish. Before Bigfoot was popular. Sometimes called the abominable snowman, it's mostly known for leaving massive footprints in the snow. We all know it's the Yeti.
It's the abdominal snowman. It's
abdominal.
It's also sometimes called squats.
Yeah.
Sasquatch.
Chewbacca.
Because
Squat Baka.
Anyway.
It's got an eight-pack.
Yeah, it's the Yeti.
Yeti. The Yeti. Another primate cryptid Bigfoot variant.
Thank you, Aaron.
Dude. Another primate cryptid Bigfoot variant. This one is known for two things. It mostly hangs out in Florida and it smells really, really bad. Southern stench beast, Everglades swamp man, or the skunk ape. I gotta say the skunk ape.
Probably, yeah. Skunk ape.
Yep, that's 3 for skunk ape. Let's see what everybody else says. 4. I guess we're going with
skunk apes. Squatch was saying they're actually smaller than most Bigfoot type cryptids.
Pepe Le Pew. Of course you'd say that, pickle.
Rastafari skunk ape.
Pepe Le Pickle. Pepe Le Pickle Pew. Pickle Le Pew.
Everglades swamp man. Huh.
Everybody else is picking the. So
Skunk
I
ape.
said, yeah. Just letting a few more people come in. So I guess it's the skunk gate. Let's go. Boom. Let's go. Okay. Sam, this cryptid is interesting because its description generally matches that of a huge werewolf. It's named not for the town in Wisconsin, and we already know what it is, where it's supposedly found, but for a very specific road it roams. It's the Beast of Bray Road. Tudor Lane werewolf, Jane Yard highway horror. It is the Beast of Bray War.
Yeah, we did a whole segment on this thing
Bro.
a couple weeks ago. So
Yeah, we did. Like 2 weeks ago.
Mhm.
All right. Let's go ahead and click that one off. Okay. Yeah, and then they told right on the very next one. Bray Road doesn't have a monopoly on werewolves, though. Traverse City, Michigan, and the surrounding area has its own howling canine/human hybrid monster, though its name is nowhere near as exciting as the Beast of Bray Road. Boris the Man Dog, Traverse City Howler, or the Michigan Dog Man.
It's probably Michigan Dogman, but man, Boris the Man Dog is a pretty awesome name. Say, hey, Boris the Man Dog.
BBR,
Mother Russia.
BBR, but if it's from the city, it would be the BBC.
Yeah. Man Bear Pig. Hey, Steve. Good to see you.
Man Bear Pig. It's just Boris. I'll go.
Mother Russia. The Man Bear Pig.
Hold on, I'll go with Boris for laughs. Who are you going for, Sam?
I honestly think it's the Michigan Dogman.
Yeah, I'll switch to that.
But I like Boris better.
I'll switch to that. So we got 3 for Michigan. A bugbear. This ain't D&D Village. Big said, man. Michigan Dog Man.
Yeah, he said Man Bear Pig. Man Bear Pig is real. I'm totally ethereal.
Zillage is saying the Howler. Zillage is saying the Howler. I side with majority. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's just go with Michigan Dog Man. Yeah, it was right.
Yeah.
All right. Many sea monsters reports are derived from eerie carcasses that wash up on beaches worldwide, each one appearing to be some kind of bizarre and unknown creature. In truth, they are usually decomposing masses of fat from sperm whales or other rotting animals, carcasses known as benthic ghouls, globsters, therals. I've never heard of any of those.
Raoul's. It's benthic ghouls, I think. Steve.
Cartman.
It's good. I think it's benthic ghouls, though, is the term for them.
Well, I'll second that. Zillage says it's a ew.
That's true. That's also gross.
Okay, globsters.
That's clearly a pun, dude.
2 for globsters. Bethnic sounds sciency. So that's 3 for Bethnic. Oh, sorry. Bethnic. So we pretty much know that's yep. Let's do it. Nope, globsters.
Seriously, they call them that? That's fucking hilarious.
That is funny. Modern sightings of giant avian creatures have all come to be associated with this Native American myth. Thunderbird, Quetzalcoatl, or the river wraith.
Quetzalcoatl. And it's not Quetzalcoatl, it's the Thunderbird, by the way. But yeah, it's.
I'll go with the Thunderbird.
Mhm. No, talk to some Indians; they'll tell you it's the Thunderbird. Lobsters. I'm not gonna get over.
Yeah,
that
I
8
can't
10
believe
cents.
they made that a choice.
I love a good pun, man.
3 for Thunder, 4 for Thunder. 4 is the magic number. Yep. All right. This scary monster appeared in West Virginia in 1952, immediately after a meteor was seen in the sky. Its appearance was thought to be connected to a UFO crash, and a strange mist emitted by the creature made eyewitnesses ill. Elk River Ghost, Silverton Creature, or the Flatwoods Monster. I'm going to say the Flatwoods.
No idea.
That's not a choice.
No idea at all.
That's not a choice.
Is there anything flat in West Virginia? I thought it was all mountains.
I've never been to West Virginia, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's like coal mining territory, and it's all mountains and hollows everywhere. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but yeah.
I mean, Andy's saying it's the sheltered critter. Zillage is saying Silverton. Aaron is saying Elk River. Now, I'll switch with Aaron and go with the Elk River. Where are you going, Sam?
Yeah, I have absolutely no idea, so I'll go with Elk River. We got another Elk River in chat too. Capitano.
Well, okay. Let's see. Nope, Flatwood. So I was right originally.
Shit. Good job.
This 3-legged, pink-eyed, gray-skinned creature was spotted and reportedly shot in Chicago. Of course, he was shot in Chicago. The Black Panther. That's probably what it was. It might have been an escaped kangaroo. It was probably a Black Panther. Chicago River Phantom, Mad Gasser of Mattoon, or an infield monster.
Might have been an infield monster because the question doesn't actually say Chicago; it says Illinois.
True, it does say Illinois, but it doesn't mean it's not Chicago. I'm going to go with infield monster.
Yeah. Mad Gasser of Mattoon. Didn't call people mad anymore by the 70s as a general rule.
Zilla just saying Mad Gasser. Aaron is saying Mad Gasser.
I mean, again, that would be hysterical. You know, it's just like
Is
the
there
extra
a Chicago
farty cow.
River? Is there, Andy? There probably is a Chicago River, and it's probably full of dead bodies, and it's probably been dried up because of the dead bodies.
Well, Chicago is
2 for infield
on Lake Superior, I think, right? It's right on one of the Great Lakes. You know,
we got 2 for infield monster.
I'm gonna tell culture you said that. He'll just laugh it off. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Which one?
Infield.
Mad Gasser? Infield? All right, let's go with that. Yes. Okay. Most commonly seen in Mexico and the southwestern U.S., this famous livestock eating cryptid's name means goat sucker.
This was obvious.
What was the chupacabra?
Yep.
Chupar
Chupar means to suck in Spanish. Cabra means goat. It's a very literal translation.
In the 1760s, France was stalked by a monstrous wolf said to have killed dozens or even hundreds of people. King Louis XV even sent royal wolf hunters to capture the beast. The Clermont-Ferrand werewolf, the beast of Gavaudan, which I believe that's what it is. Red wolf of Abbé des Chazes. I believe it's the beast of Gavaudan.
It is the beast of Gévaudan. That is correct. It is. I've read a ton about this thing. They still don't know what the hell it was, but it killed something like 180 people in like a
Oh my
3-month
god.
period. Yeah.
Residents of Loveland, Ohio, have reported seeing this unique cryptid in the 1950s, 1970s, and 2016. It's a hybrid human-animal creature that walks on its hind legs. The Loveland frog, the Loveland pigman, or the Loveland freak. The love 'em and leave 'em freak.
I think it's either pigman or freak, but I'm torn on that, so I don't know.
I'm gonna go with the pigman.
F and Steve says freak.
She's a freak. Yeah. Freaking on the down
Beak
low.
says freak.
Okay. Oh,
Got
shoot.
Zilla
We got a bunch
freak.
of freaks. All right, fine. I'll switch to freak. Let's do it. No, the Loveland
It's
frog.
the Loveland frog. We were all wrong.
See? Residents of Point Pleasant, West Virginia, were terrorized by a red-eyed winged creature in the 1960s. It supposedly caused a bridge collapse and was connected to the mysterious Men in Black encounters. Mothman,
It's Mothman.
Mothra, Managra. I'm going to go with
It's
the
Mothman.
Mothman. That's 2 for Mothman. Zilla says yes. Aaron's still laughing. Beak says Mothman. That's 3.
Yep.
Carrie
Mothra.
says Mothra. Zilla says Mothman. That is the. There we
Andy
go.
Pickle says Mothman. Yeah, everybody's going for Mothman. Mothra is the queen of the monsters. She's awesome. She wouldn't do that to a bridge.
She wouldn't do that to
purpose.
Yep. Okay. This is a tough one unless you grew up in Central Africa. Nope. Where this giant bat or surviving Pteranodon has been sighted and even reportedly wounded a man. I need to go back to reading more, man. I used to be so much better at pronouncing words quickly. Kangamato, to Tehran, Eagle Pogo. I'm gonna go with the Gopogo. Well, whatever the hell it is. Sounds like a freaking
Igopogo? Yeah,
Yeah.
I think Igopogo. I don't actually know which place it was, but I'm gonna go with Igopogo. We got 2 others in chat who are saying that too. Had heard about that. I'd actually heard about pteranodons or pterodactyl type creatures in South America too. If Steve says Hitu Pteron. I don't know. I don't know if the P's silent there. It is in pteranodon, but we got Zillich for Igopogo. Igopogo go bouncy bouncy.
Oh Lord. No, dude. Suka done got a hold of Rachel, so he didn't turn her into Snow White, literally.
It's okay. We can talk about that after the show.
He had been bored. Okay, so what's everybody saying? The Eagle Loco?
Yeah, the vast majority are going with that. Yeah.
No, it was the Kangamato.
Kangamato.
Yeah. This goat man is probably not Catholic, despite its name. It reportedly attacks people around a particular train trestle in Kentucky. The St. Mary monster, the Fisherville Bishop, or the Pope Lick monster.
I like the Pope Lick monster. I like that name. I think it should definitely be that. If that's not what it is, they need to change it to the Pope Lick monster.
I don't think the Pope in any iteration would appreciate that. Aaron saying the Pope Lick.
Carrie's
saying Pope Lick. I think it's the
Fisherville.
I think it's the Fisherville Bishop, but everybody said Pope. What can I see? Yeah, it is.
That's amazing. Yeah, public is what you call a place. That's true, but it's also, a verb.
This is hilarious. People in India reported being scratched and bitten by a short-haired creature, or sometimes a robotic version of this creature in 2001. Monkey Man in Delhi, the Jaipur ape monster, or the machine ape of Indore. I'm gonna go with the Monkey Man of Delhi.
Yeah, probably Monkey Man of Delhi. Yeah, dude, we haven't even scratched the surface of my fetishes.
Let's see. F and Steve says machine. Andy says Raka Laka Shaka, whatever that is.
Rakshasa, it's a kind of Hindi demon.
Rakshasa. Indoor. Zilla says indoor instead of outdoor. Calvino says Monkey Man of Delhi. So that's 2. Who you going for, Sam?
I went with Monkey Man of Delhi as well.
Okay. That's 1, 2. So that's what, 3 of us? Aaron said machine.
That's 2 for machine. Machine ape. I mean, that sounds like something out of a movie. Machine ape.
Hey, you see what Gal put? I put. You know how I put her that photo? I said of the lady in the plane.
I haven't looked at that.
She put, "I slept in the tire well of a 7-ton on the tire."
Good for her.
I guess it's Monkey Man of Delhi. It looks like we still have the advantage. So, yep, there we go.
Yep.
All right.
I have real quick. I have to recuse myself from this because I actually do know the answer to this one.
Okay.
Because I live in Wyoming.
Okay. This legendary Wyoming creature is almost universally acknowledged to be an urban legend or hoax. It appears to be a rabbit with the horns of a large ungulate, the long-eared longhorn, the jackalope, or the steer rabbit. I'm going to go with the jackalope. Beak says jackalope. F and Steve says jackalope, the jackassalope. Andy Picklehead says jackalope. Okay, let's go. The jackalope.
It is, in fact, a jackalope, and it's not a myth.
It is a myth.
It's not a myth.
The jackalope legend probably stems from a joke played by a taxidermist. Like the same taxidermist that turned that lady's hamster into a stripper.
That's just what they tell tourists. Jackalope will sneak up on you here. They're just as bad as the fucking drop bears.
Yeah. If the idea of a giant worm erupting from the ground terrifies you, avoid South American forests and Kevin Bacon movies. Otherwise, you might run into this monster. The jungle shaker, the minho cow, or the Chilean leopard worm.
That second one looks Portuguese. It's probably minhocao or minhocao.
South America, and they speak Portuguese in Brazil, so I'm gonna go with that one.
Yeah, but they speak Spanish everywhere else except one country does English and one country does French.
Yes, I know, but Brazil came to mind. That's why I'm sticking with that one. I mean, it's either that or the Chilean leopard worm, but I think it's a minicow. So Zillich says the same thing as me.
Yeah. I'll probably go with that. I think
Chilean
the same
leopard.
thing.
So that makes 1, 2, 3. So that makes 4 of us. Calvatino is saying the Chilean leopard worm.
Yeah.
What is Aaron saying?
Nothing.
Okay. Well, then let's see. We are correct. Aaron said it too.
Yeah. Carrie, I do know that the drop bear is better known as the koala bear, and that proves my point. We know the koala is real. So is the jackalope. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. The last one. This massive red worm is said to inhabit deserts in Asia and can kill a human with either acid or electricity. Mongolian death worm, the Xi Chong, or the Gobi Red Death.
I saw a movie once called Mongolian Death Worm. I'm going with that. It was not a good movie.
I'll go with Mongolian death worm as well. So that's 3.
I agree with Larry.
Zillage. So Zillage, that means you hate being right all the time. Andy says Shai Halud, whatever the hell that means.
That's the sandworms from Dune.
Goldie Red Death.
Xi Chong. F and Steve, I watch all kinds of movies, but I like bad ones too.
Okay. Well, it looks like we've got the Mongolian
Death.
Deathworm has the advantage, so let's do it. Yep. Finish quiz. 23 out of 30.
Next
That's
time.
not bad.
Yeah, I think we did pretty good, all things considered. Yeah. Good job, folks. Especially
Good
Zillage,
job,
man. You were kind of kicking ass tonight.
He was cheating, dude. He was looking up the answers.
I don't know. He was pretty quick with some of them.
He was picking up where Kohai left off. He was messaging Kohai on Twitter. Hey Kohai, what's the answer to this? I want the credit this time around. You still outside taking pictures? Yeah. What's this?
Yeah. That's I don't know. That was good. That was fun though, especially without the time limit.
Yeah.
You know, that was good. It gave everybody a chance to get in there, and
that's why I'm gonna, I like Sporkle. I'm not saying we're not gonna stop doing them, but like I said, I'm getting ready to start putting the custom one together. So the one where because the one I'm gonna make it, folks, it's not just gonna have pictures. In some cases, it's gonna have video as well. So
I might check that out, Annie Pickle. I'll have to see.
Yeah.
Welcome to Whoop Whoop.
All right, folks. Well, we are over the 2-hour mark, and Mr. Samuel has to take a trip down to a local pub, way down in the center of the earth, where people are screaming and clawing and scratching, begging to be released from torment. So, with that said, I will start off with myself. You can catch me tomorrow in the chat as a moderator for the world famous Exile Lioness 2 channel. You can also catch me, I believe, next week. I was invited by Caucasian Sasquatch to attend his show, so stay tuned for that. You can also catch me right here next Friday with my co-host, Samuel the Infamous, and when she's not working, Know Me Without You. And also occasionally you can catch me on Thursdays on Vets Talking's Knife Hands show. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. Real quick before I go into my stuff there, that's not the right one. There it is. Steve, yeah, Shitternet. My internet connection is spotty sometimes, so I've been calling it the Shitternet. It's really not that much to that story. Anyway, for those of you who are new here, my name is Samuel the Infamous. This is my channel, and we do periodic live streams Friday nights, obviously here with Lawrence Knight, my co-host and partner, for Abyssal Musings. Saturday afternoons, 4:30 p.m. Mountain Time or 4 p.m. Mountain Time. Time subject to change according to my whim and whether or not I get out of bed on time to set the shit up. Screaming Into the Void, which is a little less whimsical, a little less fun than this one, but I mean it's still fun. It's just the topics tend to be a little heavier most of the time. It's a good time though. You can also find me along with Lawrence over on Exiled Lioness 2 on YouTube, moderating and occasionally on the panel when she decides to put me up there. Sometimes she does that without telling me. It's always a fun time. And then here in about an hour, I will be over on Beelzebub on YouTube for the show Beelzebub with my friend Devil Made Me Do It and a host of other good people, regulars and guests and that sort of thing. Otherwise, the only other place I've been showing up lately actually is Mellow Mondays on the Renaissance Nerds channel on YouTube, which I'm not 100% sure I'll be able to make this week because I just got thrown a buttload of extra work for the next 4 days. So I might be off the internet for the 5-day work week until Friday anyway. So But that I was going to the shit. Close enough. What have you. Anyhow, thank you guys for being here. We'll see you around the internet. Appreciate all of you, everybody on Twitter and Rumble, you guys as well. Thanks for watching. We'll catch all of you next time. And remember, it could always be worse. It could be raining flaming cobras. Have a great night, everybody.
Good night.